like a wig, don't it? It ain't. It's an overlay. And I'm gonna show you how to do it. This is one of my favorite protective styles. This will last me like 3 weeks and it only cost me like $50, including the hair. We're gonna start this on freshly washed hair. To do this style, you're gonna need some setting foam, some edge control, some flexi rods, some bond glue, obviously some clips and a comb. You need something to protect your hair. This is called Protective Shield and it's gonna make sure that the glue doesn't get on my real hair. A black wig cap, and then you need the hair. This is the hair that I'm using. It's by Shake and Go Organic. It's called the Hawaiian Curl. This is 30 inches. I got this in a 1B from my beauty supply store and it was $11.99. I'm gonna be using 4 packs. First thing I'm gonna do is section out my leave out. My leave out is going to cover the tracks. That's gonna be good enough. So now we're gonna start the braid down. I'll probably end up with about 7 braids in my hair. I'm gonna start on this side and braid, and then I'm gonna come on this side and braid, and then I'm gonna do 1 braid connecting these braids into the braid that will be in the middle. I'm gonna show you. Take a section about that big and just braid it. My hair will curl up, so I'm gonna use some edge control to stop my hair from curling. From here, I'm not gonna braid all the way down. I'm gonna stop about halfway. That should do. Next section, more edge control. Now, once I make it halfway through this second braid, I'm just gonna take this braid and connect it and just keep braiding down. You're gonna keep doing that for the rest of this section. So I have 4 braids on each side of my head. These 4 braids are connected into 1 braid. These 4 braids are connected into 1 braid. I'm gonna take each of these braids and connect them into this last center braid. So that's the last braid. Now we're gonna take our cap and our morning glory. So we're gonna put our cap on, then take the morning glory and apply that all over top. On the braids, in between the parts, all around the perimeter. Just try not to get any on the leave out. Make sure you get the bottom and the back. So it's gonna look like this, y'all. You can either blow dry this with a regular handheld blow dryer, or you can sit under a hooded dryer if you have one, but make sure this is completely dry before we move on to the next step. So once you get done putting on the morning glory, it's gonna look like this. This is gonna protect your hair from the glue. I'm also gonna spray a little bit of Pump It Up spritz on my wig cap. That's gonna help the tracks to stick a little bit better, last a little bit longer, and add another layer of protection for your hair so that you don't get glue on your real hair, because this is a protective style. Now you can start gluing down your tracks. Whenever I do a protective style with a cap, I always like to glue my first track here. That way when I cut the cap, the track that goes here won't move and none of that glue is gonna get on my real hair. I'm gonna be using 4 packs of hair. If you wanna use a lot of hair in your install, glue your tracks together closely and start at the very bottom. You don't want your hair that full, go up a little bit and spread your tracks out, maybe like a centimeter apart. Now we can go ahead and cut this cap, and we're just cutting around the tracks. And after this, it's just gluing, measuring and gluing. So this is what we have now. Almost 4 packs of hair. I have like that much left of my last track. So now we can start on the leave out. This is going to cover this track at the top. Second piece, I'm going to show you what not to do so you'll know what you should do. Boom. I'm going to take my flexi rod. I'm going to stick it under this piece of hair. And I'm going to begin to coil. This is what you don't want to do. You don't want to just wrap it around like that. Okay, you want to take it and twist your hair as you're wrapping it. So twisting your real hair. Take it all the way down to the bottom of the rod. Fold the rod up. And then roll your real hair. Roll the rod back towards your real hair. And then fold it behind the flat part of your hair. Just like that. We have a total of 7 rods. And now we got to sit under the dryer. Now, when you do this style, you definitely want to sit under a dryer or use a handheld dryer because you want your curls to set. You want them to get hard so that they can last you at least a week. Now we can start to take this down. So simple. All you got to do, roll it back a bit, hold that rod, and you just untwirl it. Boom. You see that curl? That's going to blend perfectly. So what I'm going to do, this is just a melting spray. Oh, not you can't find the curl. You're going to take that curl, and I want to stretch it so that it can blend more seamlessly. I'm going to spray my little curl, and I'm going to blow dry it into place. Leave out whirlpool and bend, roll it up, hold it, and untwirl it. Ooh, you literally can't find the real curl. Boom, there you go. Spray, stretch and blow dry. So that's what it looks like with all of the rods out, y'all. I want to get rid of these parts. I'm going to comb and open up the root until I don't see the parts. Just like that. And that's it.